know about you, but this does seem like it could have the possibility to just be a tad unbalanced. We'll see how it goes anyway. We don't have much time to wait before we get into it. And you know the drill. You know these players on the FaZe side, but if you don't, they're on the left-hand side of your screen on the T side at the moment. OPAA, of course, on the right-hand side of your screen, taking stead over that CT side for the moment. Not seeing a whole lot of movement, and I'm hearing ticking noises like someone's typing in chat, so I hope there's not an issue of sorts.
Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Hoping not.
Not already? Surely not.
We had this yesterday already, George. I thought we'd had a lot of technical issues for the event. But it does look like there may be an issue that hopefully we can resolve pretty quickly. Luckily, obviously, no damage done, nothing really going on around. So there's no issues with getting this round restarted. We'll just take two.
Yeah, this never happened. You saw nothing.
It was all a figment of your imagination.
That's correct, Dan. It's very, very right. But yeah, like you're saying, and like you prefaced for us, this is going to be an extremely difficult match for OPAA. They are on a map here in Mirage, which is basically since the reintroduction of Dust 2, or since Dust 2 was removed for the first time, this became like the pugger's paradise. And everybody who liked pugging, everybody who liked just aiming and fragging would like to play Mirage. And what does FaZe historically as a team characterized as such? They are puggers, they are fraggers. You got Brokey, Twists, Rain, you got these fanatical aimers who are just going to be absolutely caking players. And then you got Karrigan and Olaf as well to give the kind of glue, the mesh to the overall picture. Meanwhile, OPAA, I guess they must have some crazy aimers, otherwise they wouldn't have tried to veto into it as such, but none quite as crazy as Twists, who finds the first frag onto Noted.
Yeah, no, an ex-Singularity player found a space in OPAA now, and it's just going to keep on running. They're just cutting them down, chasing them up, and it's only Berry and Stayer left. Okay, it's only Stayer left alive. It's nobody left alive. It's FaZe Clan with the opening pistol round, and I mean, just a super aggressive pushing towards the A site from them. We saw on that sort of first take, the FaZe Clan did look like they wanted to go towards the A site. That didn't change. Obviously, they didn't give away any sort of indications that they were going to go that way in that first sort of restarted round. So they just thought, okay, we'll just do what we're going to do anyway. Why make changes?
Stick to the plan. Yeah, stick to the plan. Don't change anything that doesn't need to be changed. You just change it for change's sake there. You got an idea of what to do. A little bit of extra time to speak about it. Might as well execute on that particular plan that you'd already constructed in your heads. I think that was the best case scenario for FaZe Clan, and they executed on it as anticipated perfectly. It's just the casualty of Twists in and amongst of it all. But now they find themselves in the second round, Dan. 2 Scouts and 3 Desert Eagles purchased up by OPAA Gaming at the moment. Usually these kind of force backs, whatever you want to go ahead and call them, force buys, force backs, second round purchases, they're all a bit up in the air at the moment. But these have been extremely potent over the over the contest so far. IEM Fall has provided so many different wonder banger moments with these pistols, and I'm still excited to see more as Torsen already ripping the head off Rain. Thankfully, Karrigan is in a position to stabilize the situation. If that would have been Olafmeister, we could be looking at a very different round right now, as he's already down on 30 HP. But that won't be the case. The bomb will still get planted. We're in a 2 Deagles, 2 Scouts against the 4 weapons that FaZe are bringing up. All of those automatic, of course, so they can just brap off from the side of the hip and try and figure out where OPAA are as soon as they enter into the site. 4 players from the market area, and Brokey is about to have a field day as he holds Mouse 1. He gets Twist's assistance. Unfortunately, he doesn't get the payout he wanted, but Twist does. 2 frags for him. Berry walks away with the Galil that he's stolen away from the corpse of Brokey. Rain. So that'll be that. FaZe Clan get the second. They'd be loving to make sure that Berry doesn't get this Galil. This is a huge gunfight for Karrigan, as a matter of fact. So he loses his life. It becomes a little bit spicy, economically speaking. He's got his back turned. Berry snatches that one away. And OPAA snatch away a rifle.
Yeah, nice little amount of damage done there by OPAA. I know Berry has a lot of fans.
He does?
I'm expecting, yeah. A lot of people love Berry.
I, too, am a fan of the Berry, but not the player. More of just like the...
Well, maybe he's going to change your mind this game, George.
Yeah, well, I hope so. That's what I'm living for, you know? Discovering new players who are going to change my mind about various fruits. Next up, the player Banana, who's going to change my mind about bananas, which I don't like.
Oh, yeah? What's your current opinion on bananas?
I don't like them.
Oh,
Texture-wise,
wow.
I'm a bit of a freak on texture, so I can't really vibe with bananas in such a way.
Well,
But yeah, I think the texture of this round's pretty rough for OPAA, as they've just been wiped out the A site. Carrigan, the only casualty so far. Berry rounding the corner as a moment, but Olofmeister caught looking the wrong way, still able to land the headshot. Berry's head ripped from his shoulders, and the Galil dropped to the ground. FaZe Clan 3-0 start, perfectly executed the way they'd have wanted it to go, but now they finally face resistance. Dan, this is going to be the 4th round double AWP purchase for Berry and Rixo. Was not expecting a first gun round double AWP setup at the very least. I suppose if you're comfortable with that strategy, that's going to be your game plan to go into it against one of the best teams in the world. This might be your chance for an upset if one of these AWPs can get rolling early on. Get themselves a couple of early picks, start lighting up the scoreboard. Already, the original plan, the original motive, Berry has been pretty much locked down here with the smoke in his eyes. The incendiary that he was originally throwing to block that smoke didn't quite go to plan. He's backed away now.
minute 20 still on the clock to play with, and Rain is having a little bit of a mooch towards the connector here. Right now, smokes prevent his further aggression, but he's been able to clear that out. He's gotten the information. Now, FaZe Clan, they're going to direct their attention over towards his B side. It's going to be 2 players to defend. Berry and Torsten. And Torsten's going to have to take the fight with that molly down. And Berry can't provide any sort of support. It's quick kills coming through. And Carrigan is lighting up the scoreboard already. 6 so far. He finds 2 in this round. And FaZe Clan are surely going to find a 4th here as well, as they are very effective in removing that first gun round from OPAA. They'll just going to try and save the M4 and the AWP that were brought in. And maybe try and put a little bit of pressure on the FaZe Clan next round.
It looks like the Danes are going to try and, yeah, like you say, save away these AWP and M4 combination, but I don't think that's going to be quite so easily left alone by Rain, who is getting a little bit inquisitive over here towards the Palace. And if he finds just one of these frags, it'll be massively detrimental to OPAA's economy in the next round. But thankfully for Noten, he's able to get that first frag onto Rain. That should deter everybody from FaZe for going hunting any longer. And they can call off the hounds. The round's over. We'll be going back to basics. It'll be a strange kind of buy here for OPAA. I'll be interested to see whether they want a half buy around it, because that would be what I'd look to try and do. Maybe just a couple of bit of armor, upgraded pistols, and then leave this M4 and AWP to try and get done whatever they can get done. Meanwhile, on the FaZe Clan side of things, money is not a problem after 4 rounds straight, with plenty of bomb plants mixed in with that as well. Already, they decide it's time to get Brokey onto the AWP. Of course, one of those was picked up in the last round, so suppose when you have a free donation gifted over to you, you might as well take it. It's very going to look to try and exploit some players jumping out of middle, but Brokey and whoever is beneath him is too wise for that. Standing on the shoulders of Carrigan, not just in terms of the in-game leadership, but in terms of actual physically inside the map as well. FaZe Clan just making sure they're getting mid-control, which is all that you can really say about the Mirage T side, Dan. I feel like this has been the case for far too long now. Mid-control is the only control you need.
And FaZe Clan just putting pressure early on in mid. In the early portions of the round to get that opening, and Rain just blinded, nails down Berry. Notten has found one from the ramp, but he's just not got any support to keep the players back from connector. That's a nice shot from Torsten though. Eagle long range removes Olofmeister from this round. 2 versus 3 with Rixo on this AWP. Do you want to go for this, OPAA? Surely you send Torsten in to maybe try and find a little bit more damage, try and impact this economy yet again. That flashbang is just perfectly timed. Brokey sets Rain up for a sitter there, and I think Rixo is just going to save that AWP now. There's not really much you can do, apart from just hold on to this weapon. It's going to be
same story, different round.
Yeah.
Rixo's just, he's like, hang on a minute, I've been here before. This feels familiar. Saving the AWP. This time, he doesn't have Notan for company. Just got himself. I don't think he's going to be too troubled. Just if there was a tiny amount more time left in that round, that might have been a different story. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't change the outcome. The AWP still gets saved. The M4 is now purchased up here for OPAA Gaming. That will enable FaZe Clan to just keep doing what they're doing. The cash is stacking up, the bomb plants keep coming in, players keep surviving, and that's the way that you build a good economy. Please don't tell that to any world leaders, though, because that's probably not going to be applying to real life. Either way, Brokey just going to keep patrol of Palace for the time being, which is a good motive, because with the guns, it is likely OPAA are going to try something different, as they've been locked out of this game so far, haven't really been enabled into any of these early rounds in any reasonable or feasible way. So to try and do something a little bit different would be what I would be suggesting to do, and they're going to go for that triad setup in middle that we see so frequently. Except the short position is now massively compromised because it is left open. B is relatively unguarded, and they're playing 2 from inside connector. So a bit of a mean lean on middle here. Brokey keeps his eyes peeled and will get Berry coming all the way back from the jungle. The patience is a virtue, and he finds the frag that he's been waiting for. And now Rixo tries to return fire, of course, but just misses the timing window. It's now the rest of FaZe. And their plan starts to come into fruition. Carrigan just garnering connector control with nothing more than a simple $400 Molotov. Notan has got Twist, though, as Brokey now trades that frag back. Carrigan's in from behind in connector, and it's just not been read. They know he's there, but there's just so much going on inside the site that OPAA have to spread all of their attentional resources so very thin. And you can see the effect it has. So negative. Brokey's able to get one. It trades the life of Twist away, and Carrigan finds a free window in through the connector. They now have the information on where Rixo is by location of that flashbang, and even he gets tagged on his exit. A little smack on the backside as he walks away, but Olaf Maita will not let that happen. Just Torsen, all that remains. 1 versus 4. To deny Olaf and FaZe their 6th, Olaf will die, but it's okay because Carrigan still fancies it.
Lucky Torsen drops off that box. Probably would have dead man if he stayed on there. He's a dead man either way. But FaZe Clan 6 on the board. I think this is sort of what we expected. Obviously, a very sort of strong team our FaZe Clan, and it just doesn't. I mean, obviously this is their map pick as well, so maybe we'll see more from OPAA on the second map. But yeah, if things continue this way, it could be a very quick 2-0. I'm hoping OPAA gets something going, though, George. I'm hoping they can get a few rounds going here on the CT side, get something behind them, build up a little bit of confidence.
I think confidence is actually the main thing here for OPAA. You know, when you come up against a team and, of course, a compatriot such as Carrigan, a fellow Dane who's so storied and has such a legacy with inside Counter-Strike, it's hard not to feel just a tad intimidated. So to maybe get a few rounds under your belt, feel like, all right, yeah, we can do this. Maybe it's not going to be the speedrun forum submission that FaZe Clan were looking for. I mean, Carrigan already currently holds the 16-0 speedrun record, as that was on Mouse Sports at Nuke against Evil Geniuses in a previous season of ESL Pro League. So maybe he's just going to try and make lighter work of this OPAA side. I will say that the EG win is probably more impressive. But even still, you know, a 16-0 is a 16-0. We expect nothing less. But yeah, like you say, I think confidence is the main thing here for OPAA. Just the belief that they can make a dent in the armor of FaZe Clan. It's like David versus Goliath. And they just need to find what's going to be their catapult. Yeah. They need their slingshot, their catapult. Personally, I prefer a trebuchet.
Yeah. Ballistas are cool as well.
Yeah, but they're not trebuchets, though, are they? They are the superior siege weapon, as we well know.
Not had a nice position there. Unfortunately,
Rain's also a superior siege weapon.
Commander, they aren't building any trebuchets. That's because they have Rain.
Oh no! What are we gonna do?
Just one guy.
One guy does it all once again, doing it all again. Rixo's taken down now. Torsen pretty much saw that one come in and decided, I want nothing to do with that. I'll take my chances with Twist in just a moment, and even that won't go well for him. 7-0. FaZe Clan rolling so far.
OPAA not really got the cash to fully invest her. They'll probably just go for some upgraded pistols, bits of armor, a little bit of utility, just to try and find some kills, maybe scurry away a weapon. But you can see for the FaZe clan, cash started to build up now. You can see Carrigan with over 10,000, Brokey 12,000. The rest of the team are pretty well off as well. So the FaZe clan, you got money for a few rounds here. You're going to be able to keep the pressure on OPAA, even if they're able to sneak away around from something like this. Brokey under a bit of pressure, has support though from Carrigan if he needs it. Already, Rain's found an opening kill. It's Berry who's gone down towards mid, but Brokey smoked off. Can't really see anything. I don't think there's a gap in that little bit of smoke.
There's a slight gap there, yeah. Teeny weeny gap, Dan, I think. But I don't think it would have been enough to really garner any certainty on frags. Twist's position here is going to be well warranted, because when you've got these beagles up, you want to try and take some territory away, catch a few sneaky little angles, and getting through Palace or into Palace, even better. That particular kind of motive. Unfortunately, that doesn't occur. Twist has got it locked out, and now Rixo is tasked with defending the A site pretty much with little to no help. Torsen gets one frag onto Rain, but both Rixo and Stayer down at the A site are taken down, and Torsen is just wrecked in so quick fashion. The AWP just steamrolls his head clean off. Brokey looking like he is a man on a mission here today. Also, not to mention Carrigan as well. 10 frags for the in-game leader, leading from the front. Leading by example. Any more cliche caster tropes we can bull in there about in-game leaders topping the score charts? Got any more?
Ooh, no.
Leading from the front, leading by example. You know, they're always the ones that are the defaults. They're the go-tos.
And the FaZe clan will be posturing up outside B.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me get my Hawaiian shirt on.
Yeah.
I don't actually own one, I'm sorry to say.
I do, but I used it for Halloween once as a zombie, like a tourist zombie, and it's ruined. And Olafmeister, there you go, nice little opening towards the B site, looking for more. He gets it, and Twist is going to be there for support as well. A missed shot from Rixo is going to put him to bed. Nice shots from Twist. Everybody just having a little bit of the fun right now for the FaZe clan as they reach 9-0. I mean, for OPAA, you lose this match, for example. You are going to have to face either Copenhagen Flames or Fiend, I believe, in that lower bracket. Where down there, you can try and find yourself the win in a best of 3 and get that close qualifier spot still. So it's not over even if you lose to FaZe clan here. You just have to remember that if you're OPAA.
Yeah, I think it's always good to have a second chance, you know, for teams like OPAA and for the teams we saw go out of that lower bracket yesterday. I think it's always good to have a second chance because, you know, one day might not have been your day. It's always good to come back on the next and prove your mettle.
Yeah.
But I think for younger teams like OPAA and like Fiend and Copenhagen Flames and some of the teams that are playing over on the B stream later on today, and even yesterday with the Saw Portuguese team, they looked really, really good, especially on Vertigo. They were just pipped to the post by Team Endpoint, but even with that, I think it's good that all these teams do have another bite of the cherry. I'd like to say that Berry will have another bite of the cherry. That'll be quite sweet. But yeah, let's not write them out of it just yet. I mean, maybe even if they do lose this best of 3, which is expected, let's be real, we both predict that FaZe clan are going to win this.
Yeah.
But getting a few rounds, making a competitive game of things, both on here Mirage and the second map, which will be their map pick, of course, will give you boundless amounts of confidence to go into your match against, whether it be Copenhagen Flames, your compatriots, or Fiend.
No, it's not fair. They're just running into sight, shooting people. Like, you just watch Twist and he's just running around, knife out, pulls his gun out to shoot people, and then back to the knife.
You know what? You know, I was talking about how like a good couple of rounds could give you confidence, right? But realistically, FaZe clan don't want you to have any self-esteem at all, do they? They're not even going to bother using utility. They'll just wreck you with aim.
Yeah.
I bet they're not even communicating. I bet they're all just on mute. Listen to music.
Maybe. I mean, OPAA have been done dirty with this matchup. Like,
they really
probably
have.
the worst you could have been drawn
any other team. Any other team.
Yeah. Like, even up against, like, Fnatic, you'd probably think, oh, you could have a, like, you could steal away a map.
They'd be getting upset.
Yeah, like, Fnatic, you know, are still a growing team. There might be room to try and exploit that.
I will say, though, that FaZe Online are an entirely different beast to FaZe on LAN. They're like a shell of themselves when they play at home.
True.
But I know they are boot camping at the moment, I think in Poland. So they are all together, so maybe there is that LAN atmosphere currently happening.
Maybe. This could be a round for OPAA, maybe. They've managed to bring it into that 3-on-3 with a kill from Stayer. But the bomb, look where that's headed, all the way over towards the B site by the looks of things. Brokey was on guard towards mid for a post. But unfortunately, he's going to back away, just as there might have been potential for a kill. But Olofmeister now going to rejoin with his teammates, and he was just trying to bamboozle us, George, with that place with B. Stayer, that is not enjoyable. He's just been picked off by Brokey's AWP. Wanted to try and find some intel, and he can't do it. Rixo is up, though. He's going to make amends. Avenge his fallen son. So a 2-on-2, George. Could this be a round for OPAA? It's Berry and Rixo to try and do the work. Berry's going to be creeping on in. He could get the drop on Olofmeister.
Wow.
No, you never get the drop on Olofmeister. Not when he's playing like he is. Nice shot from Rixo, though. He's had a slow start, but if he can get this going on the AWP, it could be huge for OPAA. 1v1 against Twist. Where's he expect him to be playing from? He's not really anticipating CT. No, he has no idea. And Twist, easy shot. Player not looking his way. It's FaZe Clan up to 11.
You could tell just from Rixo's body language there inside the round, flitting about, just trying to catch a glimpse of where Twist might be. Just clearly had no idea where he was. I think that comes down to a difference in experience there between like veteran LAN players in shape of Twist, who knows just to hold his nerve. Maybe if he was in that situation that Rixo was, just to pick one angle that was most likely and try and play with it. But as you can see, OPAA's Rixo just had no idea which one to pick. Obviously, with the AWP in hand as well, it made it all the more difficult. And he's gone from, admittedly, a good round for him there, but it was an 0-7 start for him, so we will be seeing him in the new James Bond movie. No Time to Die, but it's apparently very much time to die for OPAA at the moment. FaZe Clan are showing them absolutely no mercy, zero respite, as they body 3 of them in middle with only little damage taken, just 47 points of health taken away from Rain, and that's all the damage that OPAA have been able to do with 3 players collectively training their way up mid.
OPAA is kill.
You know what's weird, by the way? Every time I keep saying OPAA and I see it written at the top of the screen here on the HUD, that's literally all I think of. It's literally all I think of.
Yeah.
And I haven't thought about Gangnam Style since 2012.
Yeah.
I'm quite happy about that fact. Jesus Christ.
Just getting digged up. That was a nice shot. I like that shot onto Brokey.
That's alright, yeah, but it's just one kill, innit? It's not really that significant.
No, but it's a nice shot.
I don't want to be a party pooper. I don't want to rain on your parade, but...
See, I'm trying to be a hype man. Like... I'm trying to be OPAA's spiritual hype man here. Like, that was a nice shot from Torsten. He was under a lot of pressure. Nails it with a deagle. But, yeah, FaZe Clan too strong right now.
Yeah, currently this is the feeling that you get in matchmaking when you come up against, like, a team of Smurfs.
Yeah. Or cheaters. Which you wouldn't get on ESEA.
No. Nice plug. Good ad. But for FaZe Clan, no. Let's not play into the whole Vax sucks conspiracy. Let's leave that one. That's just absolute ludicrousy. But I think for FaZe Clan here, yeah, they're a team of I think in Twist case, ESL Grand Slam, everyone else, Olof's a major winner. Everyone on this team has won major tournaments now, even Brokey.
Carrigan has not. Has he?
Not won a major, but he's won like a major tournament, is what I meant to say.
Okay.
Like, yeah. Okay. Which is upsetting, really, because I think if there's anybody who deserves a major, I think it's Carrigan. I think with how strong he's been of an in-game leader over the last, 5 years, 6 years, maybe longer in Counter-Strike, I feel like he's exceptionally deserving of a major. I mean, look at all the teams that he has brought back to life, got to those finals, and, well, especially Boston, for example, just been kind of robbed by the fairy tale that was Cloud9. Feels bad, man. Jesus Christ. The rounds are moving too quickly, Dan. I haven't taken any motion sickness tablets. I'm going to throw up. It's going too fast.
Well, I mean, the second map's going to be Overpass.
Yeah, just GG go next, I guess.
I mean, yeah, this is. I mean, in some ways it hurts to watch.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, Overpass is going to be the second map. Just being serious and everything. Overpass will be the second map, and that is the open map pick. This is FaZe's map pick for what that's worth. So maybe you might see a little bit more from OPAA on their pick, which I'm certainly hoping for.
I'm gonna just, you know, again, I've got to be the party pooper, Dan. I'm sorry that you're trying to be the OPAA hype man, but Overpass is also a really good map for FaZe.
It is.
Just not least, you know, because there's overall as a team, but Karrigan has been calling some of the best strats and T-halves on that map for years. It used to be the CT hold on that map when the old FaZe roster with Guardian first kind of amalgamated.
Man,
Pepe
even
hands.
Flank was red.
This is like
dead.
This game is like the physical manifestation of the Pepe hands emote.
Peepo is sad.
Why Peepo sad? It's just not getting any better, is it?
There you go, son.
Everything. Reading everything. Twist will take down Stayer. It's just Berry. P250 doesn't feel really good, does it? I mean, he is the only player, I guess. Well, he and Rixo are the only players to have less deaths than there are rounds won. It's because they've managed to save 2 of them respectively. But I suppose that's like the only commensurate achievement that you can kind of write home about here.
I mean, technically Notan as well will have less now.
Oh, just about. Yeah, you're all right. Yeah. But 14-0. Okay, so likely as not, the way this has panned out so far, it's hard to see anything else other than a 15-0 half, Dan. But after the half time, after we go to a break after that,
you never know. The pistol, it could be a turning point in this game.
You know, whatever you can do, I can do. So OPAA, the pistol might be all they need.
Maybe
and as pistol rounds can be a bit of a coin flip. Just T-sided, yeah, T-sided map.
Yeah,
I wouldn't worry about it. I like it. Aggression, still not losing his balls.
I like this. You still have the confidence to be going for these sorts of plays.
Twist really loves this angle, doesn't he? He's been playing here a few times, waiting for the aggression from Palace.
He is 18-3 right now.
A whole lot of aggression from Palace.
He has a 6.0 KD. Hey,
not anymore.
Aggression actually pans out. Yeah, nice little kill onto Twist. Now Rixo maybe can do a little bit more with this AWP. Well, Olofmeister in towards the window already. He's going to be there to close the rotation. Berry, can he find him?
He's so aware.
I think he heard the steps, which sucks, but for Torsen, without support, he is in a world of pain. Just no way out apart from the eternal nothingness. And now it's just Notan and Rixo, and they line up for Olof. I think we're going to head to a break, George. Join us on the other side to see whether OPAA can get anything rolling on their T side.
When all the smoke clears, I'll still be on my feet. Forget all of my fears, 'cause I know my destiny. I feel a champion waking inside of me. It's set in motion, the legend's spoken. This is my moment. Can't break my focus, know where I'm going. This is my moment.
change. 'Cause you don't wanna change. I'm gonna be real honest this time. I'm okay with it, I am more than fine. I'm gonna roll all less red dice now. Tell me I won't get out.
Welcome back, everybody. Would you believe that we've been gone for 3 minutes and it's already map point? Wow. Time flies, really, doesn't it? No, I'm just joking. FaZe Clan are 15-0. It has been an immaculate T-half from them. Now they have an opportunity to lose a round in the pistol, where it is extremely coin flippy. But did we expect anything less? OPAA on FaZe's map pick, already being bullied. It's only 10 seconds into the round, Dan. Oh dear, oh dear.
There's one from Stayer, though. I mean, if OPAA can pick up the pistol, you never know. He might be able to build on something in the second half. And with Stayer still fragging out towards B, Brokey is now the next victim.
Okay.
He's even getting dinked up as well. Here we go. No 16 OPAs today, perhaps.
16 OPAA.
Circa Twitch chat 2021. That one. Olafmeister trying to do what he can from short.
Okay.
But Torsen, here we go. OPAA, it's a T-sided team. There you go. 15-1. The speed run is denied.
Oh, it's so good. That was the best moment of my day so far. OPAA winning a round. I'm really rooting for these guys, man. I hate seeing 16-0s. I never know how to commentate them either because they're over in a heartbeat. But I'm just glad that OPAA have got something to be happy about, you know? They've got a round. Yeah. They can now try and transition that into maybe like the 3-round conversion from the halftime. Yeah. And then it doesn't look like it's quite so bad. 16 OPAA, 16 3PA doesn't really quite work sort of the same way. So, yay, something to be happy about. But Twist is going to make sure he can wipe that frown off their faces as he's going to try and pop some scout shots off through mid unsuccessfully, granted. But still, for a moment there, I was starting to believe.
Go OPAA.
Comeback is real, Dan.
Yeah, come on. I believe in it.
Comeback is real.
Shut down this force buy, get yourself a nice 3-0 start in the second half, and just see what you can start doing once the guns come out. Hope that FaZe maybe have taken their foot off the gas, and you can maybe exploit that a little bit. I mean, sort of at this point, you're just sort of doing anything to try and... Tension as Rain. That's not a good start for OPAA. Notan. Well, it's technically called Anton. I don't know if he prefers Notan or Anton.
I don't know. We'll just go with Notan for now. That's how it's written, right? Yeah. We'll go with what's denoted in front of us, Dan. But yeah, like you say, not fun.
God, Deve isn't here.
Deve. Or Calf from yesterday.
Oh, yeah. Love a bit of Calf.
Get the Calf out. It's actually Boros, but we won't go into that.
Little Calflin. Yeah.
Baby boy.
But a man advantage here for FaZe. It'd be a shame if they're able to close this one down with the force. Been able to get Barry in towards the window. That's a great kill as Kerrigan tried to catch him out through the murder hole, but there's a reason they call it the murder hole. Now Olaf needs to step up to the plate. Can only muster up one. Does decent damage to Rixo though, and now Rain steps in with that salvage. Galil for 2 more. Berry is the last man alive, and he's up against 7 seconds on the clock. And I don't think he's going to be able to get the bomb plant, and Brokey shuts it down.